which is just 41 minutes later than advertised. It is Wednesday night. It is hotter than Hercules' helmet, hotter than Hades' hymen, and I am now a happily married man. I am General Smuts. I am here again, back once again as the Renegade Shit League Master, and we've got another bombastic lineup of games for you tonight. Shout out as a roll call in the chat, just make sure that everybody can hear me and I am not screaming into the void as per usual. A couple of very big games tonight in the third versus fifth, Flamingos versus Minimal Interest, Legends versus Potato, a mid-table close to playoffs hunt in Swanee at Sandfields against Matt Lucas of Real E, a sort of potentially bottom of the table clash in Shipman Superstars and Ebbs's DAW and AAFC, and a potential banana skin for the Nickery Knights against the Whipping Boys of Gunners FC. And the big one of the night, and probably the last one to go of this this set of fixtures, will be Dukla Prague FC of Stu and the double-headed behemoth that is Steve Wright, Super League winner Steve Wright, and the database demon himself, the artist formerly known as Swemp, Rodeo Biggins, aka Mr. Mega Horse himself. There'll also be, if I can be asked, if as I'm set up and ready to go, we'll also do that absolute barnstorming top of the table clash, sack at Flamingos, and then run through the extra fixtures there, just so that my team gets to play a game along with Castle Troy and Shamrock, as well as Co-Roma, who also aren't in that first set of fixtures, so that everyone gets a game. I'm not seeing any chat messages, so either nobody's watching or my sound isn't on, so I'm going to have to do that horrible thing where I have to listen on YouTube. Excellent, there we go. I can see on the YouTube app that Dan, you have messaged hi, but for some reason it's not popping up on there. There it is. That was massively slow. Lovely. So I can see it on YouTube, but not on the restream for some reason. So, oh dear me, fucking hell! You can tell it's been a long fucking week. I'll be honest, I haven't fucking caught up on my sleep. That's such an old cunt thing to say. I haven't caught up on my sleep from my wedding on Friday. Twitch is not sending to restream. That is not fucking good news. It did ask me to reconnect my Twitch. Error while loading following channels. Log in. Right, fucking bag of dicks. It's alright, we'll just casually set all this shit up as I go. Let's just do it's probably that. It doesn't help that I'm now a Twitch affiliate. Don't like to brag, obviously. I'm kind of a big deal, guys. Just by virtue of having fucking... You have disabled the ability to log in with your email address. Oh, fantastic. Oh, there we go. We've got comments on Twitch. Lovely. So what the fuck is this doing? Not letting me log in. Because that's not my email address. Potentially. Destinations. Ugh. Who knows? Who knows? That's because that's not my username, is it? Oh, we're so well prepared as always. The username or password was incorrect. So what's my password? Anyone know my password? Oh, I'll tell you why. I know my password. Oh, fucking hell. I set this up for a laugh months and months ago. Fuck knows if I can remember it. Hang on. Oh, it had all capital letters and shit in it. Oh, dear me. Hades' cousin? Who's cousin? What? No sound at the moment, but let's go, you slags. Lovely. Ooh. Just casually setting everything up, as always. Can I find a fucking password in all of this shit? Doing what to whose cousin? Yeah, well, very much. Bless Fifey, he did try his best to pull out my wedding. For what was, by all accounts, a very easy score. But no, he didn't manage to cross that line, I'm afraid. Bless Fifey. But we'll try again later. But there was an option of an Eiffel Tower at some point. There was, by all accounts, one other person single that I wasn't aware of. I don't pay any fucking attention. Talk amongst yourselves, Roger. Ah, fuck it. If it's as long as the I was told out of respect, and you did this to me. I didn't know there was any stories told. Oof. Fuck it, right. As long as the Twitch chat is working now, but somehow, God knows how, we'll crack straight in to the first game. Tato was here, I saw. So we'll play your game first, mate. Right, hang on. That's not the first game yet. This is game day, but for some reason it's not clicked into the first game, which is Swanee of Sandfields against Matt Lucas Really. And we'll see what the teams are, etc. as we go. Mid-table clash, or at least looking upwards towards the playoff places. So that was a quick start on his debut, I believe his debut, or at least his first start. With 2 goals in, 20 minutes gone. Fantastic start. And there is a third goal and a second for Sandfields. Early doors. We're doing all right. Probably on the face of it, deserved lead as well. Not the best of starts for the Really defence. You can jump in, Fifey, if you would like to. Steve did pick a team down. Don't you worry. It's a Wednesday, Fifey. What are you doing? What are you doing available? There we go. Right. What do I do? I normally do teams. I'll send you the link now, mate. I am still alive after 5 days of marriage, mate. Welcome, Canada. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am indeed. I was just mentioning to some of the lads earlier, I'm not technically married yet, as my missus was so pissed she passed out on the wedding night, so not technically consummated yet, so we're all good. Right. That's how it works still, surely? I can get an annulment still? Is that a thing? Or at least, well, she can get an annulment still? I'm just leaving that one to dangle there, don't worry, while I set up this teams. Meet. There we go. It's done some sort of ding ding, so that's a good start. Copy meeting link. Oh, this is so well organised. Alright, link's on its way, 5 in your inbox. Now, there we go, be in your 5 account, mate. There we go. Lovely. And then I have to click that one and that one. Just highlight at Pope, whatever his name is. He seems pretty loosey-goosey. Yeah, exactly. Well, to be honest, I don't think he'll be massively happy with the wedding as it is. There you go, Fife lad. You are on mute, my good man. Evening, Squire. Welcome, welcome,
Evening.
welcome. There you go. Make sure you can see all of the required, etc.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, I consummate. We did consummate in advance. Yeah, we do have 2 kids together, so I can't really suggest that. I don't think I'll get away with that sort of shenanigans. But again, as I said, the missus passed out on the wedding night, and as I told you about an hour ago, I did consummate the marriage with myself in the ensuite, and a good time was had by not my right hand, certainly not. Any substitutes? Do you think, 5e?
To be fair, from what I understand from one particular conversation I had with the brand new Mrs. Smuts, that was very much her intention all along.
Oh, very much so. That does not surprise me in the slightest. I mean, let's be fair. You have met my missus on multiple occasions now, and let's not beat around that bush. There is a gulf in quality. There is very much a Swindon Town playing in the Champions League vibe to our marriage. And I'm definitely the Swindon Town in that scenario.
As an analogy, no, that's probably very accurate.
It's not far off, is it? Let's be fair. But yeah, let's get back to the matter at hand. Although, to be honest, I was talking about getting the matter at hand in the first place. I think that's probably an obvious change to make. Would you not agree?
Well, I'm still particularly unhappy that in the other online league, our team lost to Real E. So
it
I don't
did
care
indeed.
what they do.
Yeah, there we go. So we'll try and destroy his team after Matt beats our team in the I was trying to think what it was like. Swim plus St equals. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. There we go. There's a third for Swanee. Are you referring to her as a big pond for your small fish? Well, she has had 2 kids. But no, I would never say, knowing full well that there is no chance of her ever listening into this, and she has already gone to bed for the night.
It's alright, I'll text when I wake up.
Yeah, exactly, understandable. Yeah, I always forget you've got.
I'll never guess what he's just said about you to the millions of Twitch viewers.
The best thing about it is, as I was saying earlier, I'm now a Twitch affiliate. I have no idea what that means, but I think I've got a blue tick. There we go. Right, that's one of the bigger games of the night. I think Tato is still there.
Or would He'll still be there in the background.
Yeah, I tell you what, we'll wait a little bit until Tato pipes up and says hello again, because what he did say he was running up and down the stairs. So 2 unchanged teams here that we will absolutely rifle through in the Niggery Knights.
Tato actually said something random about doing doggy in front of the kids or something. I didn't really understand what was going on.
Presumably he meant doggies being running up and down the stairs. I hope, otherwise Operation U-Tree will now be watching. I mean, I'm happy for the extra couple of viewers.
Anyone you are.
But you have to pay to subscribe to get some stickers from you.
I want my stickers free.
I mean, do I have to pay for the stickers? Do I have to send them out in the post? Are they Panini stickers I need to get?
Official Small Horse stickers.
Exactly. There we go. Jeez, I'm gonna have to get on to Mr. Edwards, see if he can get some stickers made up.
We're not looking at the teams now.
It's the same as last time, and and this is only going one way. Let's be honest. I'll be honest. I don't think. Hodgie popped straight in and said, "Same again, lovely." They did really well last time out and fucking snuck a win against me, cheeky bastards. And Thacker didn't put a team in this week, so I just left it as it was because I'm not harsh as Dan is, making everybody play 4-4-2 with fucking random players in goal and shit.
Dan was a very kind and caring chairman during his stint at Swem. I'll have you know.
He was indeed. He was more than fair, but he ruled with an iron fist.
I do believe he was like the guy from Of Mice and Men, where he had one velvet glove.
He only wanted to pet him a little bit. Is that it? Yeah.
That's proof that you are the child of an English teacher. That you
yeah, it's just straight away. Of Mice and Men joke. I knew what you meant. I mean, if we're talking anybody being Lenny from Of Mice and Men within the Champ Manager sort of community, you've got to look no further than Mr. Dimble himself. He's such a tall man. I think I would be very, very scared to put my rabbit. That sounds weird. My house rabbit anywhere near his meaty paws, because I think they would be in danger.
Dimble, I imagine, is less Lenny from Of Mice and Men and more Christian from 50 Shades of Grey, because he strikes me as a...
Either way, he's going to do damage to a rabbit of some sort.
Yeah. He's got some tools in his new house, I'm sure. This is the Small Horse Invitational Trophy doing cultural classic novels.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Are we calling 50 Shades of Grey a classic novel? Are we?
It's one of the best-selling of this millennium, I would imagine.
Well, yeah, but so's fucking the Da Vinci Code. It doesn't mean it's any good.
Yes, but neither read that or watched the film, so I can't comment on it.
Yeah.
I can confirm I've not read 50 Shades. I tried the first chapter and gave up. I have watched 2 of the 3 films, though. They're all...
No centre-back on the bench, otherwise I'd maybe look at bringing Passon off, but no, we'll steam through it. There's quite a lot of games to get through again tonight, if either of us want our teams to play, so I'm sort of just twatting through these games.
It's not just like these 5 games and then you skip forward a day and the rest of us play?
I think it's 2 days and then there's another game on its own, and then another day.
You're the same league that we do, and we never have this sort of shit
Fuck
going
knows
on.
why. I would love to tell you why that has happened. There's obviously something that I've set up somewhere that's fucked it. Well, that was a great game. Fantastic. Thanks for coming on 5 feet. You've
in the literacy chat because he's getting
right. So we'll play this one as I haven't seen Stu, but obviously the de facto assistant manager / brains of the operation of Sackington Colliery are available, so we'll steam through this one. There's only one real change here for Stu, in that Benayoun dropped back and Sergio Berti came in and God popped on the bench. He's having a little rest. As he's getting on a little bit, bless him. I set all the home match days to Saturday, so I'm very confused as to why we're having Friday and Wednesday matches. Oof, nice formation. There we go. Excellent. Are you now back in the? Are you settled, Tato? Because we will play your game next if that is the case. After this one, obviously. I think that's the next game anyway, isn't it? Yeah, you're the next game regardless. So you just get yourself settled in.
Whether he's settled or not.
There you go. And there was. This is your formation, Dan. I don't think there was many changes. Yeah, Good Johnson is suspended, so Addo pops a little further forward, and Tommy Johnson.
By the way, just looking at these teams, I was really bad at the draft, wasn't I? Because all these teams seem to somehow have some actual proper players in them, and I don't.
Well, I vaguely remember throughout the draft you putting in really shit bids for good players.
Trying to save money.
Yeah, exactly. And then
you told me I had to start spending it.
Yeah, and then at that point you started overspending on shit players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fucked it basically.
Centre backs.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, we'll bash straight through. As we've got Dan available, we will double team Dan, and take on the mantle of. I was going to say the Duckler management team. Good start. Talon Martin, homegrown hero.
In modern times, would the game hashtag for this be #Ducksack?
Ducksack, do. Yeah.
Do?
Yeah. You not know the DuckTales theme tune?
I probably. You're a little bit older than I am. I don't really. I know DuckTales.
It's not like a thing. You're still technically born in the 80s, were you not?
I don't remember the theme tune for it.
But it was DuckTales, do. There you go.
I'm sure they recently brought that back. I'm sure Aidan was watching it a few weeks ago.
Well, Huey, Dewey and Louie, I think.
Yep.
You can tell Steve picked this because he's not doing very well. There you go. And there's your condition. It's just not. Ooh, potential knee injury for Addo. Are you bringing on? Well, I'll tell you what. I can probably guess that that will be exactly what Dan does.
Has he done this on purpose so that every time you click on a player, it says like Eric Addo sack? Justin Walker sack.
Well, I have set it up to specifically say sack as the 4-letter short name for the team. Yes. But I've got a feeling Steve did pick that as well. Just waiting a little bit for the YouTube comments to catch up. LCS on. Ooh. He's thrown a spanner in the works.
Well, he's a better player, to be fair.
Sism back to with a massive run, obviously. Lovely stuff. There we go. We'll go to 60.
Ish.
In and around 60. See, this is the point where I completely are useless on comms because I'm just waiting for that 60. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's all I'm looking at there, is to make sure I get it on, bang on. Right, let's have a look at condition.
Then, like me, you have a visual impairment, hence the
yeah, I'm basically
life
blind.
Fashion accessory. Mine allows me to kind of keep an eye on the time and the text at the same time. That's without being cross-eyed.
No, I'm basically blind. I may as well not even bother trying. I think that's the obvious for me.
They need some arrows. Them fullbacks need arrows. That's poor.
Yeah. I mean, what do we know? He's beating top of the league at the minute, so and neither of us are anywhere near the top of the league. So he's a little
as history has proven. I am
chasing history has proven. You mean?
It takes me a good 8 seasons, and then I'll just start annihilating everybody.
Well, this one will go for 5 potentially. And while Dan is having a quick look through, again, I don't think there's any injuries there. I think it's just a bit tired. Oh no, the potential injury there for the main man. That does explain why he's probably not performing to the high standards he has normally. Tom Hanks. Oh, thanks. And Conticchio on for Agostino. And is there going to be a swap for the potentially injured Bernardo Romeo? I don't think so. Oh, there's another potential injury there for Parfanov. With Thism up top, no problem. I'm gonna hold fire on all of these. Actually, I'm gonna cancel these because I'm knowing Dan is as particular about the potential injuries as he is. Parfanov there potentially injured, as well as Bernardo Romeo. It might be that those substitutes then change slightly.
It says a lot about the operation you're running here that and I mean this on no slight on Dan at all, who's obviously doing his bit accordingly, but you're allowing the substitutes to take longer than the actual game.
Oh yes, that's how I roll, mate. Yeah. This is the most important bit. Stick with those, please. No problem at all. Right, so I remember that being Conticchio for Romeo. Swap. And then that one. Oh, that was stupid. And that one. And then I've got to do that again anyway, because I fucked that up in the first place. Lovely! And then we'll crack through. Oh, well, them subs were definitely these subs were exactly what was needed to get top of the league Sackington Colliery over the line and compound the defeat. So I'll be honest, Dan, it's not gone well for you, mate. At the very least, you've given Steve a reason for getting beat. But you've got to say, Dr. Prague, one of the form teams at the minute.
Yes,
doing
well,
very, very well. Still can't believe he's not getting a game. Absolute filth. It did not go well. No. Again, we will take on the might of. Before he asks that question, why is he unhappy? 1, because you're shit. 2, because he wanted a new contract. We'll crack on. We have seen Tato in and around. Got to play in 2 days. Yeah, exactly. They've got their eyes on the next game, obviously. Oof, that is difficult. We'll do that. Wow, that's a big start by the underdogs. Not made use of the well, I was about to say not made use of the far better start to the game.
They should be 3 or 4-0.
They definitely should. One would imagine that the Flamingos goalkeeper is doing very well. Yeah, Mark Kerr having a shocker. Joey Dunn having a shocker. No, we'll do that one, but I'm not going to take Joey Dunn off. I think that's the only way he's doing there. What do you reckon?
Because he's a big fan of Eiffel. I'm surprised he's not starting anyway.
He was starting at the when in the first fixtures, but I think Mark has sort of become a bit more favoured. You're going to want these stats and shit first, don't you?
Just not condition.
Yeah, everything but condition, yeah. So, I mean, that has been an inspired change in the attacking midfield position. Diop has gone further forward and has done well, in fairness. And Ipale, or Epale, which is what a picture of me on the internet is. I've missed 60 minutes, for fuck's sake.
You missed it by miles.
Yeah. Vrede, the Super League star from that one game that I remember watching.
Vrede's he's got a very enhanced reputation at the moment.
Yeah, I remember he was doing a really good job for about half a season, maybe a full season for Tato. When he was at Astor. I don't know where he is now.
He's back with Tato at Leathersford now.
Nice. Leave it, mate. All good. Lovely. Easy peasy. Let's see if there's going to be anything there. I'm still not taking Joey Dunn off.
Speaking of really good job, full credit to the best man at your wedding. Did very well as well.
What an absolute gent he is. I mean, he got away without having to do a fucking speech or any actual work.
I mean, that was criminal on your part.
No, to be fair, it was going to be impossible to top the speech that was done at his wedding. So there was, and I'm not really one for speech. I could be arsed with it. I have to speak all day for my fucking job and this. So there's no real point in doing anything drastic in terms of speeches, was there? But yeah, his wedding. Oh, there's the.
This is why I said he should be starting.
He should be starting.
I got all the stories I needed throughout the course of the day.
You did indeed, lovely, no problem at all. Well, yeah, I will tell you the story one day of his wedding day and his best man speech. It was very funny.
Were you the best man?
I wasn't. No, I wasn't. But I did steal James's sister off of the best man.
Oh no. Oh, is he? So his best man was... Oh, no. Gaz?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's have a look. Boring and shit. Fuck off. Should have made changes you should have done. Yeah, your own fault. Hanging on to top spot is Sackington Colliery by the skin of his droopy ball bags, but it does give... Flamingos failed to capitalise there. They could have been right in the mixer there if they'd have...
Still very much in it.
They're very much within the mixer, but they could be far more prominent.
On old Duckler, to be fair.
Very much so. That form table, if I can work out where to fucking find it. Yep, there we go. Well and truly up there now. Yeah. Well, the Flamingos, unbeaten in 5. Can't complain too much.
Whereas it seems immune to the coronavirus.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And
but there's a new strain tonight.
There is indeed. We're all ready for the second dose tonight. Nobody cares about that. Unhappy. Ooh. He's not a player nobody cares about. Neither of those two. No news there. Oh shit. Why does that happen every fucking stream? A starting player somehow gets injured for one team. I mean, it's usually Rocks as well. Or Asta. Supporter protest. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
There's more games coming. Fuck off. New 5-year contract for Diop. Is he happy now? There he is. He's all happy all of a sudden. There we go. Very happy. He is. Boateng. Good news as well there for Shamrock. Probably one of the first bits of good news he's had. In that his goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper, did sign a new contract. Didn't fuck off elsewhere. Rayad injured. Ooh. Gonna be changes needed. It's all reserve games. I already offered him a contract. Anxious to sign a new contract, right? Okay, well, have a new contract. Lovely. So much admin. So you had fun at the wedding then, Five Dog?
Yes, I had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Lovely. Good stuff.
Met some very interesting characters. Ouch.
Yep. He will want to start him as well.
Okay.
There is. If I change Captain Marvel, assistant manager, and full time. Yes, shippers. Well timed as you're having an
your fans
protest. Yeah, your fans are protesting outside the training ground. We'll crack on. That's not too bad in terms of condition, in fairness. To be honest, that's better than I was expecting.
Yeah.
That wasn't an injury. Back to full fitness. Erecting tents. Lovely. I think the police normally erect the tents around your victims, don't they? I think actually, shippers, it was one of the most dull 0-0 draws going, if I remember rightly. Was that their game? Yeah, really, really shit 0-0 draw.
We were talking about British literature.
Yeah. Well, is 50 Shades of Grey? Is that British? No worries. Dan, what do we want in terms of changes? Is EH whatever it is what's that? Addo to the back for Parfenoff. Linderoff comes in. Ooh. Yeah, no worries, mate. Right, so Linderoff for Parfenoff, and then Linderoff for Addo. No problem.
I want to see a Cunningham, Jacques, Mendonca trifecta.
Jurgen Johnson's back. This is that. DH Lawrence from your hometown. Oh, there we go. All right, fair enough. Are you sure it's DH Lawrence?
That doesn't sound right. Hang on.
There is DH
is it not
Lawrence
like L. James or something?
He's a poet. Yeah, Lady Chatterley's lover. Yeah, I did think it wasn't DH Lawrence. Reserves are allowed in. Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, E.L. James.
E.L. James, that was it. Yeah, DH Lawrence. I was thinking of E.L. E.H. Yeah, fair enough. She knows you out. Jax, well, he's not in the reserves, so why did you ask for the reserves and then not pick a reserve player? Litos out for Kenny Cunningham. Love to see it.
I now just need Mendonca, and he's made all my dreams come true.
Exactly. I would have started singing then that song, but I can't remember who it's by.
Be back in one sec.
I'll miss you every second. Stetchy for back. And back on the bench for LCS. All done. Lovely stuff. And then let's get rid on. That really confused me then. Obviously both in the reserves and not in the reserves. Lovely. Okay. Number 31, Tobias Linderoff. Kenny Cunningham was captain as well. Captain Kenny. Love it. Alright, this is going to be Joey Dunn's game. I can feel it. Penalty. Joey Dunn. What did I say? It's going to be Joey Dunn's game. Converts the penalty in 13 minutes. Play on. Oof. Got to suggest there that the Collier have been unlucky. Only a single penalty. Separate the teams. Nothing too drastic. Oof, not a good debut for Kenny Cunningham. Probably going to be just tired. Oh, Agostinho potentially injured again. And Esteche. So some of them players brought in have not really been doing the business. We're going to see a triple substitution here. A rodeo of substitutions for Mr. Megahorse. Steche off, full back. Not a worry. Yeah, I do tend to see that he's injured fairly regularly as well. I usually, if I'm playing with a left back or a winger, I will tend to. You're all done with that, no problem at all. Maybe have him in the squad, but I tend not to have him as a starter. Oof, here we go. Romeo. Finally, we found him. Oof. Wow. You missed 3 goals.
Did I?
You did indeed, yeah.
All for Hodges Knights?
Well, they're not playing, so no. Romeo scored for Sackington, and Joey Dunn scored a penalty 10 seconds after I said this is going to be Joey Dunn's game. And then Taribo West has just scored after I clicked on tactics at 57 minutes. So I don't know if that does anything to the game, but I'm sure Dan will tell us. Still just tired, still potentially injured.
I think Cunningham and Addo should be the other way around.
happy to do so if that's what Dan wants. Big run for Lindelof, yes. Back and Jacks can play either side of Romeo. Lovely. And done. Nice and quick. And can do 5 feet. There. Right, let's have a look. See if anybody else is fucked. To be honest, they don't look too bad.
Bad player.
Yeah. See how we go.
That's nearly Christmas.
Oh. Now, I'll be honest, my assumptions have not actually worked out at any point yet, but I would presume, as he can play left defensive midfield, that would be what Dan does. But
he brought Pochettino on in the last game.
He did indeed, so that might also be something that he does instead. That he'll probably do now, just to make me look silly. It's definitely what I would do in his position. Ooh, look at that! I'm in his head now. I'm in his head.
Your Italian counterpart, Smuttio.
El Smutio. This is not going to be a good night for who were top of the table, Sackington Colliery, if this finishes as it currently stands.
Wow.
Oh, it's got worse.
Oh,
hang on. Have to do the slowy downy thing that you do. Make it look professional. Build
the
the
slow
tension.
down thing that I do.
Yeah, that's a technical term. Oh, held on.
Lack of limbs.
Getting a good run for the money. What does that leave? The table. Flamingo's now within a dick's width of top of the table. Castor Troy with now 2 games in hand over Sackington probably puts them in pole position, especially with their fixture tonight against Sandfields, who are, in fairness, in pretty good form themselves. You know, only 1 loss in the last.
Their 1 win in 5 is excellent form.
Well, it's also 1 loss in 5. Could look at it that way, couldn't you?
You could.
Same as me. Look, only 1 loss in 5 in the fucking last minute. Yes, more games, baby. Wow, that was creepy. Brett Holman. He actually plays for Australia in the future, doesn't he? Christoph Duger, new contract.
Did you see their qualification for the World Cup penalty shootout?
Who was that again? It was that wasn't the one that I saw Rox post about, where there was like 10 penalties each and only 3 went in total or something daft, was it?
There was something ridiculous about it. I've not watched it, but I know Sky Sports News were making a big thing about it. But then again, they're also making a big thing of cricket. So.
Yes, Fifey, I did. Unreal scenes. We'll talk us through it, Tato. What the fuck happened? Right, hang on. Let's have a look at the fixtures and we'll see who we want to play. Yeah, so we'll do the bottom of the table dancing keeper.
Yes, it was about the keeper.
Bottom throwing was top tier stuff. Okay.
The keeper was like Jersey Dudek on heat.
But there you go. That shows the 2-year age gap between us. As I probably see myself closer to say I would call that a Bruce Grobbelaar dancing on the line rather than a Jersey Dudek.
But this keeper was like breakdancing.
Nice. Well, in fairness, that worked really well for Emiliano Martinez for Argentina in the Dan's like a motherfucker on the line for every pen. Threw the opposition's keeper penalty instructions into the. I like it. Love that. What an absolute beast. Was it Zelcho Kalak as well, who came on in the 119th minute, famously against Crystal Palace in the Championship playoff final for Leicester.
I was going to say, did a Leicester keeper not famous?
Yeah, Zelcho Kalak.
And not save any?
Of the Funky Unicorns. That was his one appearance for us, ever. His first and only appearance for us lasted 30 seconds, and he didn't touch the ball at any point. Right, for me, I reckon we start with the Superstars against the Knights, because I know huge ginger beard too. Love it. He looks a legend. Well, we need to find his name immediately.
That's the picture I've seen. Hang on. You carry on setting this next game up, and I'll
excellent. I reckon is Dr. Shippers still here? Speak now, or we don't have to forever hold your peace, but probably hold it for a bit. Like we'll play that one next if he's still.
So they drew with Peru and won 5-4 on pens.
Redmayne, Andrew Redmayne. Ooh. Any relation to Eddie, do we think? If not, we'll play. I'd tell you what, fuck it. We'll play your game next. Tato.
Mine?
Oh no, Shippers is there. Shippers is there. Lovely. We will play this one next then. Right. Do you want to make some changes? Cause your team's shit. And they're all knackered and shit. Mostly shit.
Picture coming your way now.
Lovely. If this isn't a dick pic, I'm fuming.
Oh, it's not. It's of a ginger-bearded Australian goalkeeper.
Lovely. What's it coming through on? Oh, there we go.
What's
Found it. Hello. Looks like Ben Hamer when he had his big beard. Oh, dear me. No, fuck it. Right, lovely. Okay. 3 points incoming. Lovely. Right, you got you got driving points coming through.
I think Bogard and I missed the other guy's name that I think should be starting for that team.
Winston Bogard has started most games this season, but has been absolutely fucking shit. Ben Hamer is a dead ringer for Stu, and I'm glad you beat me to it, in fairness. But when Ben Hamer had this big, gorgeous beard, when he was at Huddersfield, he carried it over when he was at Leicester as well, in fairness. I'm sure it was for charity. I'm sure he kept it for charity. It was absolutely glorious. Fucking hell. Ridiculous that I'm knackered still from Friday. Shambles. Right. The Doctor reckons 3 points for the Superstars. The Knights are in sensational form. Yeah, well, yeah, I know what Ben Hamer looks like.
Yeah, I know. I'm just filling your phone with men with beards, so that
bearded men.
When Mr. Smuts goes through it, she'll be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
What's all these rugged bearded men about? Yeah.
And that she knows that you've got a medical condition stopping you from growing a beard.
Yeah, it's called puberty. Oof, that's a second goal in 2 games for the Mange.
Surely it's so you're saying it's Monge too? Thank you.
That is, for the audience, that is the sound of 2 hands clapping and not a very well endowed man running down the stairs in shorts. I mean, not massively deserved the victory there, to be honest, but also fairly even, you would suggest.
What's Dingle got to do with anything?
Cherry Dingle, it was for charity, his beard, wasn't it? I mean, for me, I'd be getting Wang on. Berkovic for Ikpeba. No problem.
I always thought Chaz was fitter than Charity.
I know this is some sort of Emmerdale banter, but I don't think I've ever watched it. I was more of a Brookside man myself.
Like we did last time when we were sharing pictures of characters from the OC. Hang on, I'll find you some pictures and you can tell me.
It's not Harry Kewell's missus, is it?
No.
No, I know she was in Emmerdale at some point. Any more, as is until 60. Lovely. The Knights, I don't think they need really any changes. He's fine. Seth was like, I mean, I'm still pretty adamant that Seth Cohen was based on my life as a teenager, if I'm honest. But
I mean, you've got to have full respect for Seth. He actually had more girls after him than Ryan did.
And I have a higher quality, I believe.
Significantly higher quality.
Yeah. You watched the last episode of Brookside last week. What, you've been on catch up? Started at episode 1 and you've just made your way through. Which was the episode of Brookside where Jimmy Corkill fell through the floor and there was some sort of fire? I remember that being a very big Brookside episode. Let's see which bearded man this is.
They're not the best pictures, I'll be honest.
Oh, it's not a bearded man. This is a... Hang on. So which one do you prefer, right or left?
Well, you tell me which one's better and I'll tell you which one you've picked.
I mean, neither of some sort of... Oh no, behind the 3.
To be fair, neither of them are a patch on the new Mr. Smuts, obviously.
I wasn't even going to go that. Well, yeah, obviously. I have to say that for the record. But no, I would suggest... Yeah, I mean, neither of them are a patch on her mum, let alone her.
Or cousins.
Or a cousin, exactly. Or a nan, in fairness.
I don't think I met her now.
Did you not?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'll introduce you next time. at wedding number 2. Any more? Are we doing a little arrow in there as well? Or there? Or is he being defensive? Want to go there?
So, you wouldn't have been privy to this information, and I know you don't like to talk about the alternative streams available, but the legend that is Swanee did some excellent stat work earlier.
Lovely.
The alter ego of Mr. Shipman, it ranks in 5 of the top 6 positions in terms of goals in games head-to-head with other managers.
That doesn't surprise me.
With his completely chaotic formations.
That does not surprise me at all. I don't mind talking about Super League. Absolutely no worries at all, mate. And, I mean, I'd be more than happy to talk about why I was kicked out of the Super League. Get real awkward. Unlucky there. That's probably the best Superstars performance of the season so far. And if they can change that there, yeah, you'd probably do it better. But not the shittest I've seen from them. Yeah, we'll do you next, Tato, so you can fuck off. I mean, so you can... Yeah, fuck off. For Mr. Potato's benefit as well, I am in the process of testing a new community challenge, race, whatever you want to call it, on the latest update as well, the 2022 update. Which might be interesting. Monterubio.
I've been thinking about doing another race at some point.
Ooh. Might be in conjunction with the forum as well. I don't know if I try not to mention it too often, but yeah, I am.
With me being an egomaniac and just having to be in charge of all sorts.
Yeah, well, you feel free to do all the paperwork, mate. I'm happy for that. Just can't believe he's not playing, in fairness. No problem, we'll crack straight on.
Did you do Ray, Ed?
I did, yeah. He was injured, so it needed to be done. How did they do last match? Oh, yeah, did alright in fairness, so probably keep his ears. Just for Dr. Shipman there, just put that one back up, just so you can see just how badly.
Want to mix up a little bit.
No, to be honest, they didn't play in the first round, so the subs he did make are now involved. It was Constantinu back in up front, who's been injured for 3 or 4 games now, and that was the only change. So potentially an even better front line than the one that scored 5 in the last game.
Yeah, but they're up against a significantly better defensive line.
Yeah, you would suggest that, yeah. Well, pretty dull first half, in all honesty.
Minimal interest, have shown a little bit of intent.
Yeah.
Ready where it's due.
Yeah. E-Pale has not been quite the game changer that he was in the last match. Half-time changes, no problem.
Genie not a type of pasta?
Fettuccine, potentially.
Or is it a cheese?
It sounds a bit of both, doesn't it?
Cheesy pasta?
Could be. I'm going to Google it. While he's having a look at half-time change. Diop to left midfield for Monterrubio, and then Davidoff on. A bit of cool water by Davidoff on. Lashwea up top, making a 3, then stop in the second half at some point. Excellent, no problem at all. Now I need to find out. Oh no, that's Duccini.
Right, Australian fettuccine.
Fettuccine, yeah. There is a Fucini cheras, is a genus of mollusks from fossils, but no, you probably are thinking of fettuccine now you said that. Yeah. Okay, and then are we doing any? I don't think there's any changes that need making there, are there? Ooh, potential knee injury. No issue there. Vargas is probably Vargas for GW6. It's probably going to be the most obvious. It's probably an upgrade in fairness, in my opinion. But with him being injured, I'll do that. Give an option of looking at the player ratings. I know he's fucking anal about that sort of shit. Oof. Takes the lead. There we go. Counts as some point. I mean, I probably don't. Maybe go back to the slightly more defensive.
No, it takes will never go back.
No, I'd be surprised if it did as well, in fairness, but yeah, all at 7s and 8s, you probably don't make any rash changes at this point in the game, do you?
Is it particularly warm this evening, your side of Leicestershire?
Absolutely disgusting. I described it at the start of the stream as hotter than Hercules' helmet, or hotter than Hades' hymen. One and the same, in fairness. Cater on for E-Pale, and I don't know why I went off that screen. That was fucking stupid. Cater.
That sounds like something Mr. Burns would say.
He's actually Joel Pale and Timothy Atuba's cousin. Why? What What champ manager legend are you going to destroy my hopes and dreams of this week, Dan, and tell me he's died in the recent years? Because every stream you seem to tell me about any player I seem to mention is dead. I remember Peter Undlove's brother died once. Obviously, you only die once, unless you're James Bond. You only die twice.
Spoilers.
Any more changes? I don't think there's nothing really. Q4's not done particularly well. Maybe that, I reckon. Or is he playing well and I'm changing? No, he's not doing anything. I reckon we do that. Crack on, hope for the best.
Just a reminder for all the non-regulars watching this, it's Super League will be live tomorrow from 9 o'clock.
No fucker watches that anymore now I'm not in it.
More fuckers watch it now you're not in it.
I'd imagine it's probably true.
And also in these times of me and you spending best part of 2 hours talking absolute crap mainly about your wedding and how fit your missus' relatives are.
Yep.
I'd also like to thank those of you who watched my other sort of social group's latest podcast and sent very kind messages about it.
I started watching it this morning, in fact. Was it this morning? No, maybe yesterday. Either way, my little lad was asleep on me. I couldn't go anywhere, so I thought, let the torture continue. Let's listen to Fifey for another 2 hours. Sorry for the dull result. I'm trying very hard to score more goals, but I should take it a little bit. What I've seen of it so far, really good, mate. So it was a very good idea. So far, again, it could all go to shit towards the end of the stream. I'll be honest.
I'll be honest. So I nearly went to shit by the end of it because the more the guys were talking, the more I was struggling to keep it composed on camera.
Well, I have a little bit of experience in that area, as you remember from my 24-hour stream. I don't blame you at all.
You actually played more games tonight than you did.
I probably did, in fairness, yeah. Fucker. We're not going to play your game, obviously. I can't remember the fucking fixtures again already. Which ones have we played? Have we played that top one? We played that top one. There we go. Any changes needed? Yeah, probably. Change Darren Eady out for Sunshine, maybe.
Jules London.
Yeah, no worries. Tie due to the effects of a blood clot in his brain. Why do you ruin every fucking footballer going? Fucking listening to people you give a shit about, to people you care about, talking openly about, in your case, mental health issues. In my case, baby loss. Yeah, it's especially with how soon after we lost Jordan last year was. It was very, very difficult to remain, not only remain impartial, but also remain sort of calm and not start blubbering, and still asking probing questions. And I mean, I don't really do sensible either, do I? In all honesty, so it was a new venture for me. So yeah, you were handling it pretty well. The first sort of 20-30 minutes or so that I spoke. So yeah, it's true, Dan. You're not wrong. It is a. I mean, it sort of comes naturally to me to be the centre of attention and to talk as much as possible.
You're not wrong.
And be.
You ask for coke bombs, and all you do is chat all the way through it.
Pretty much. Standard, mate. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't see it that way as being difficult to speak out publicly. I mean, no fucker listens to it or watches any of my streams, so it's not really public as much as a very small soapbox to
true.
share.
You had a quality crowd for your 24-hour thing.
I did indeed, in fairness, yeah. It was really good. I enjoyed that, and we'll certainly be doing it again this year.
I mean, I've got to do it again this year.
You don't have to. I mean, you're more than welcome to. You'll be very much be invited.
Don't have to, but you know I will.
Yeah. I'll find you an hour slot somewhere along the line. Yeah. Still got no centre backs on the bench, right? Your one change that you popped in there has done fuck all, so that's not gone well, has it?
It went better than Dan's changes earlier.
Yeah, it's true. It's also true.
And he's good at this.
Have we played? No, not yet, Rox. I've saved you to the next game, in fact. So that's perfect timing. Yeah. Ooh, oh, hang on. Is anything further going to happen? No. It made it look slightly more respectable. But yeah, again, same as the issue that the superstars are having. Yeah, that's your issue there. Can't score if it's not on target. There you go. Wow. Perfect timing, Rogs. There we go. Now there was some slight discussion with Swanee earlier. In that he had some slightly different arrows on his tactic, and then the picture that he sent did not have any arrows on for the front four players. So I've been asked to take them all off. If it doesn't work, it wasn't my fault. But yeah, not a huge change from the last week, other than that arrow. As we said earlier, he's on a nice run of form at the minute, so
he is, to be fair.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. We can take further points off of Castor Troy, who. Well-timed rocks. Ehiog picked up an injury in training. Oh, have you fucked it? What have you done? What did you do?
Dropped my phone, sorry.
Hey. There we go. Yes, rocks. So, as I was saying, sorry. What's the new contract? We'll give him a new contract. Absolutely fine. Yeah, Ehiog picked up an injury in training, out for a few days at 9%. Do you want to risk it? Do you want to make a defensive change? How do you want to play it, mate, while you're here? What would you do if I could?
Well, my question was actually going to be more what I've never noticed before, but why do you emphasise your A's like that?
What A's?
Well, you went contract, and then you.
That'll be my time. Dan Seth.
And then you just, I can't remember what the word you said after. Well, I was still laughing at how you said contract, but you did it again.
Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, no. When I went down Dan Seth for uni, I was accused of being a Cockney by people who lived in Leicester, and a Northerner by people who lived at uni. So, can't win. Now I did it again. Can't win. Now I'm really fucking self-conscious about my words, you prick.
and the first half of that sentence about you being really fucking self-conscious, it was like very Cockney.
You fucking slag. I think this one is potentially a return to form for Castor Troy. What do you reckon?
Most likely. Although I'm back in Sandfields because they were really impressive the first game tonight.
Oh, were indeed. Yeah.
But Castor Troy are the one for 7
Phil
games in hand.
Neville from 20 yards.
Is that right? Castor Troy are the ones for 7 games in hand?
2 games in hand. Oh, a second one. Ebby Sand's brother, Peter, makes it 2-0. Deserved as well. Chance to go top and still have a game in hand for Castor Troy.
Stick it straight up your Castor.
Yeah. I think you don't make any changes there, do you? Wholesale. Well, that Ehiog change for Martinson, it has not gone well. Any changes rocks. See, I fancy something to eat, but I have almost exclusively lived off wedding cake for the last 5 days.
Oh, have you got any left?
Have I got any left? It got sent back to us after the reception in a box.
You were in no state to pick that up Saturday morning.
I didn't pick it up Saturday morning. Fuck no. Martin Peterson, like it. Yeah, no worries, mate. Take your time. Yeah, no, I wasn't too bad actually. The next day, I was not. Well, obviously, I sobered up pretty quickly, laughing at Mrs. Smuts being hungover as fuck. Kept telling me over and over and over again, "It's my first hangover ever. I never normally get hungover." So, well, yeah.
Again, not what you told me.
Oh really? Well, she must have said it about 50 fucking times.
No, she was telling me that she was telling me how she enjoys a drink and she's very good at handling her drink. That's why
she is a fucking terrible liar when she drinks. There you go. There's case in point. She's a fucking shit drinker.
That's why when I was under orders to get her what must have been probably her 5th or 6th double Bacardi and Coke, she's like, "It'll be fine, be fine."
Absolute dog shit drinker. Terrible. And as I said, I did spend about 50 quid on shots once everybody else had left for me, the missus, and the best man James. And move Gomez and Mission.
The way, again, quality. Getting messages from him all night after I'd left, saying that at one point he was just sat on his own at 3:30 in a kebab.
He was indeed, yeah. As I not so much carried the missus over the threshold as sort of carried her up the stairs and tucked her into bed. Took him on the right of Jimenez. No problems. Short straight arrows for wingers. There we go. Yeah, he was still going strong and went straight out. Went across the road from our hotel bar to the closest pub. Made a bunch of mates and carried on drinking for another 3 hours because he's a fucking animal. Salva Fuguede.
With some truly exquisite stories.
He's a good lad. He's a genuinely nice bloke as well. Any arrows for Gomez and Michelini? Rocks as well, way there.
Without going into the specifics right now, and now is not the right time for specific. I can't decide which story I found funnier between the now Mrs. Smuts talking to me about waxing, or James talking to me about punching somebody at your flat while you were at work.
He did indeed, yeah. While I was at work, 100 miles away, back in Leicester as well, I might add. I'm getting a phone call from both the person he punched and him, both saying, 1, I've just punched your mate in the face. Is he alright? And 2, your missus's brother's just punched me in the face. I'm going to sue him. And then, yeah, lovely. And then me playing somehow at 6 o'clock in the morning when I was at work, saying, "I don't care. You've both been a pair of pricks. Fuck off." Was quite funny. Yeah. I like that story because I'm in that one.
You were in most of the stories.
It was my wedding. Yeah, I should fucking hope so.
Yeah, but we got all to talk about you.
I can imagine I get bored at looking at me, let alone fucking talking about me. That's why my speech was about 3 seconds long and it didn't include me at any point.
I did appreciate the fact that every time you took the time to introduce me, particularly to the now in-law, introducing it as Fifey, and they'd look at me and say, well, that's quite clearly not your name.
For fuck's sake, I keep having to remember your name, your actual name.
And then when they say, how do you know Carl? And I just decided that the best way to break the ice was saying we met on the internet.
Yeah, on Tinder.
Yes, I did go so far. Well, at one point, if you remember, I told you that the people at the venue thought that me and James were a gay couple.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, me and James turned up at the venue first thing in the morning with my son in his pushchair. No one else was there. We were both in suits and hand in hand. Shook the two messages. MCs, right? Okay, that makes more sense.
How is it autocorrect? Changed MCs to messages.
I'm impressed with that. Presumably arrows as well. I'll wait for confirmation.
And this will mean nothing to anyone but you unless they are particularly good at geography. I really did not realise
how far away you were from the venue. Yeah,
Market Harbour was.
Yeah, it's basically Northampton. Yeah.
It took me an absolute age to get back, and I took the route I took out there was not the route I took home. I ended up all these random villages I've never heard of to get on the M1
through the Langtons. Yes.
I was like, fucking hell, this just keeps going.
Lovely part of the country, though, in fairness, I will say.
Oh yeah, lovely. But just in the arse end of nowhere.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Any more, Rocks? I know obviously Twitch is a long way behind in terms of the lag, so I will.
In fairness, it's not that long, because when I was posting messages, they were coming straight up on your chat stream.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. Scottish Wi-Fi, aren't they?
Like a 3-4 second delay. I think Rox has fell asleep.
Potentially. Be in that fucking gym car park again, wouldn't he? It's probably his turn on the...
Loves it in the gym car park, doesn't he?
He loves a gym car park. To be honest, I don't really understand his accent that great. He might just have a mate named Jim Car Park, so...
Or maybe he's mating with Jim in the car park.
Could be. It could be a double-barreled surname. Jimmy Car Park. Oh, driving. Well, don't fucking text then. Jesus.
Well, no, technically he's driving.
Anyway, he is driving, in fairness. Yeah,
Driving. Is that not how he says Javan when he's drunk?
Potentially. Right, we'll play my game next. Haven't had anyone look at the team this week because I forgot. I'll be honest.
Okay.
No, go fuck yourself. Because
it might come to the point where I have no choice.
So I've gone with the classic. Whatever I did in that first week, just gone back to it. So that was what Dimble did last time around. He literally just moved the
drop out.
Yeah. So I've got back to it. Hope for the best.
Get Nikos in there.
Who, sorry?
Nikos.
I'll play the next game. So this was Matt's team last time out. Do you want to make any changes? I'll let you make some changes on this team, and that's the reason I didn't let you make any changes on the other team, on my team. There you go.
No, because it might get seen as petty if I do, so we'll leave them as they are.
No worries at all. There we go, right.
This is your chance to get retribution on our behalf.
There you go, yeah. Fingers crossed then that I do the SOS STEMP management team proud. doesn't look like it so far, I'll be honest.
Oh, you have an injury.
Yeah, no obvious. Oh no,
Steve
Olive. Oh no, it's the wrong Oliveira. It's going to have to be Steve Howe, isn't it? Shit.
Howard.
Well, can Jamie Victory play defensive midfield? He can. Right, so I reckon we do that, and that, and that. What do you think?
Sure.
Or what about Buchan? Yeah, no, I didn't think he could.
Well, hang on, if you're going to do that, you might as well just let Victory stay on the left and put Okoronkwo in centre.
Yeah, but he can't play defensive midfield.
What, with his excellent tackling?
Well, yeah, if you want to do that. I'll leave it as it was. Makes no difference to me. But it's against me, so I'm trying to be.
Where does Howie play?
Howie plays centre back. Just
so put Okoronkwo in defensive midfield.
So, fucking fuck that was shite. Yes, it was. It was.
It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet.
Yeah, but it also doesn't look like I'm going to do anything. Perfect timing. Love to see it. Alright.
What a Belvich.
Absolute obvious stonewall change to make there. Come on, Enzo. Do the business. Boccanegra. Again, there's nothing obvious really that you can do in terms of changes there. And again, unless you put in Boccanegra in there, but
have a look at Sebastian Barnes.
Of course you can.
Okay.
Did you do anything with him? No?
But I would, just looking at that, I would kind of do a full rotation. So Welsh goes to right back. Okoronkwo goes right centre.
Yeah.
Victory goes left centre. Oh, what are you doing? Is Steve Howie alone?
Yeah.
And then Barnes on for
Boccanegra.
Boccanegra.
Yeah. I'm with you. Just trying to work out what you're on about. Yeah, I've got you. Cool. On your red beer. Fucking hell, that went quick. Oh! What?
Enzo.
What a substitute tactical masterclass. There's no need to make any changes there. I mean, there's not a lot left. You can throw on the striker.
I would. No, I don't think so. But I would put Williams behind the front two, and then Dunn and Oliveira with the arrows.
Like so.
Yeah.
So weird. Enzo Maresca, what a player. Shit. Okay, that's not horrendous. We can work with that. Lovely.